Hi, my name is Audrey Fenske, and I'm a guest choreographer for the Charlottesville Ballet.
I grew up dancing in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. When I went to high school, I went to the Virginia School of the Arts in Lynchburg, Virginia. After high school, I went to Duke University in Durham, North Carolina, where I majored in dance and psychology. And now I teach at Triangle Youth Ballet, and I'm a freelance choreographer and performer.
Hi, my name is Sammy.
And I'm Josh, and we are Mercies.
We recently collaborated with Audrey Fenske to create a score for her work in the Temple of Aeolus.
Mercies is based out of Northern Connecticut. We write and record all our music in an old barn we converted into a studio.
Our musical backgrounds are pretty different. I think they come together and complement one another.
It was nice writing a piece of music for something other than a Mercies record. It was definitely a challenge and inspiring.
We thought it'd be interesting to create a non-vocal score, and we didn't limit ourselves in terms of instrumentation. Anything was possible, so we took time to create sounds that would be unique to this piece.
We got to meet Audrey back in March at a show in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. She's pretty great.
Yeah, she was a real pleasure to work with, and we hope to do more collaborations with her in the future.
Hey, we're Mercies.
And I'm Audrey. Come see the Charlottesville Ballet April 21st at PBCC.
I was approached by the musicians of Mercies prior to coming up with a concrete idea for my new ballet. I noticed that some of their prior work had been inspired by elements found in nature. And with this in mind, I thought I would like to create a ballet inspired by wind. At the time, I had also been perusing a lot of articles online about Greek mythology, and had read a lot about Aeolus, the keeper of the Greek winds. I was very intrigued by the idea of wind having a spiritual element to it, of it being not entirely of the earth, and yet not entirely of the heavens. This sort of supernatural quality of wind, and its mythological tie between the world of the mortals and the world of the gods, was a great source of inspiration for me. The dual nature of wind as both a blessing and a curse was also particularly inspirational in terms of the evolution of the music and the evolution of the movement of the piece. On a warm day, a cool breeze can be an absolute blessing. However, the powerful winds of tornadoes and hurricanes can be devastatingly destructive. I found that the music of Mercies seemed to reflect a cool summer breeze at times and a swirling, just developing storm at others. This gave a lot of depth and substance for me to play with as a choreographer. I always like to include inspiration from the dancers performing my piece in my choreographic process, and this piece was no different. When I came to set the piece on the dancers, I began with an improvisation exercise, where I asked each dancer to, within a 2-minute time period, write down as many words as they could think of that came to their mind when they thought of wind. After they had their list, I had them pick 5 words from that list, and use those words as inspiration as they created their own short movement phrases. Many of these phrases ended up in the piece. At times, you'll see the dancers mimic a soft breeze flowing across the stage, and at other times they're more like a swirling tornado just beginning to form. One of the joys of working with the Charlottesville Ballet has been their commitment to be a new sort of ballet company in the 21st century. For most companies, a choreographer who lives out of state, as I do, will only be brought in to set the piece, and then that's it, they're out of the process. Charlottesville Ballet is very receptive to my desire to be a part of the process and evolution of the piece, since that evolution usually occurs long after the piece is initially set. We actually used iChat to set up a real-time rehearsals where I was able to watch the piece be performed in Charlottesville while I was in North Carolina. I was even able to give feedback to the dancers after their run of the piece and help them process the steps and answer their questions. This is Audrey Fenske, and I hope you enjoy my piece in the Temple of Aeolus.